Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D, Paper 2. For the session of October-November 2024, we have the subject code 4024 and the variant of this paper is 21. We have 2 hours 30 minutes for this paper and this paper is carrying 100 marks. For pi value, we have to use either pi on the calculator or 3.142. Important information that we have to give our answer into 3 significant figures or 1 decimal place for angles in degrees. Okay. Because we're gonna start our question paper from question number 1. Question number 1 is that Basma owns a toy show. The sign shows the opening hours for the show. Work out the length of that shop is open in 1 week. Okay. For Saturday to Wednesday, we know that the difference between 10:30 to 18:00 is 7 or 13 minutes. So there are 5 days between Saturday to Wednesday and the time difference is 7 or 30 minutes. It means we have to multiply 5 into 7.5 and we get the answer that is equal to 37.5. Okay. And for Thursday to Friday, there are 2 days and the time difference is 9 or 30 minutes. So you have to multiply 2 into 9.5. You get the answer that is 19. So total working hours would be 56.5. So this was the first question. Part A. Moving to part B, Basma employs 5 sales assistants and 2 supervisors. On one particular week, the 5 sales assistants each work for 30 hours and 2 supervisors each work for 38 hours. Okay. For that week, the total amount Basma pays 3 employees is $3,324.70. Basma pays each assistant $13.45 per hour. Calculate the amount Basma pays each supervisor per hour. So first we have to calculate the time for the 5 sales. How much amount? It means 5 sales assistants and they work for 30 hours. Okay. And what is their amount that is paid? That is 13.45. So 13.45, 5 says 30 hours they work and 13.45 is their amount. And we can, the answer that is equal to 2017.5. And the total Basma pays her 7 employees are 3,324.7. So you need to subtract it to get the remaining salaries of Basma's employee, and it would be equal to 1307.2. Now we know that these are the amount for the 2 supervisors, so we have to divide it by 2 because we need to calculate each supervisor per hour. And how many working hours there? 38 hours. So we have to divide it by 38 because we want to calculate it for per hour. So after dividing it, we get the answer $318.18. So this was a simple question. Okay, moving to part C. Part C is that the exchange rate between dollar and pound is $1 is equal to 0.77. Okay, Basma buys 50 identical games for a total of 245 pounds. She makes a profit of 39%. When she sells each game, calculate the selling price for one game in dollars. Give your answer correct to 1 nearest cent. Okay. So we know that 245 is in sterling. So we need to convert it into dollars first by dividing it to their exchange rate that is equal to 0.77. After dividing it, we get this amount in the dollar that is 318.18. Okay, in previous question I mistakenly write this value over here. this should be equal to 17.2 or, and this should be equal to 17.2. okay. Now she makes a profit of 39%, so we have to increase it to 39. How we can increase it? By adding 100 plus 39, that is equal to 139. So multiply it by 139 by 100. If it is decreased, then you need to subtract it from 100 and then multiply it. Or you can take simply 39% then add into 318.18. But you can do it directly like that. It would be 2.27 dollars. So this would be our answer for 2.27 dollar. Okay, calculate the selling price for one game in dollars. Give your answer correct to the nearest cent. Okay, if we have to divide it by 50 to get the value for one game, and by dividing it by 50 we get the answer that is equal to 8.85 dollar. So this is our final answer. Why you divide by 50? Because you have to calculate for one game, that is written over here. So first we calculate the value of 50, then we divide it by 1, that is equal to 8.85 dollar. Moving to part D. Part D is that Basma invests 12,000 in an account paying compound interest at a rate of 1.5% per year. At the end of 1 year, she invests another 12,000 in the same account. At the end of 4 years, she takes 20,000 out of the account. Calculate the amount of money remaining in the account at the end of 4 years. Give your answer correct to the nearest cent. Okay. First, you need to calculate the value. For first year we have the principal amount is 12,000 and then divided 1 plus r by 100 and t. The time over here is 1 for first year. 1 plus 1.5 over 100, you get the answer 12180. Then she submit another investment of 12,000. So the total investment in the bank is now 12,000 plus 12,180. That is equal to 24180. Now this rests for the 3 years because she submitted that at the end of first year. So this will be 24180. 1 plus 1.5 over 100 raised to power 3. You get the answer that is equal to 25284.5 dollar. Okay, so she takes 20,000 out of the account. When she takes 20,000 out of the account, what amount is left? We need to calculate that amount. So you can easily calculate by subtracting it to 20,000. You get the answer that is equal to 5284.5. The 5284.5 dollar. This is your answer. Hopefully you have the understanding. Now for this question, moving to question number 2. Question number 2 is from the topic of statistic and pie chart. Okay. In a traffic survey, information about the vehicles passing a checkpoint is recorded. 160 vehicles passed the checkpoint in the morning. The table shows the number of people in each of these vehicles. Number of people 1, then the frequency 72. For 2 people their frequency 48, and 3 and more than 3 are 40, and their pie chart angle is 90 degree. Complete the table. Okay, first you have to, we know that this is already given, 160 is the total, or you can do it like that. Then you need to calculate first value by 72 divided by 160 multiply by 360. You get the answer that is equal to 162 degree. For next value 48 over 160 multiplied by 360, you get the answer that is equal to 108 degree. Okay, Now for the second part, complete the pie chart to show the result. Okay, we need D. First one is done, already shown in the, that is 3 or more. Okay, now we need to draw 162 degree or 108. Oh, let's say we will draw 162 degree. 162 degree, hopefully you can see. This is 150, this is 160. Okay, I need to move the paper a little bit up. Now you can clearly see where is 162, 150, 162. Okay, now match. Okay, so this is how we have completed. Now you can write over here, number of people are 1 and number of people are 2. This was 90 degree, this was 162 degree, and this was 108 degree automatically. Okay, moving to this B part. The histogram shows the table, shows the speed of the vehicle passing the checkpoint in the afternoon. Okay, Sanjay says the histogram showed that the range of the speed is 50 km/h. Explain why he may not be correct. Okay, he may not, because this data is for the group data, or so individual speed cannot be assessed. So we're gonna write in our answer, data is grouped, so individual speed cannot be assessed or determined. Next part is complete the frequency table. Okay, first one is already done. Okay, first you need to take the difference between these value. This interval has a difference of 40 minus 30, that is equal to 10. Now you need to multiply it by frequency density. What is frequency density for 30 40? And it is equal to 4.6. you can see that is 4.6. so 10 multiplied by 4.6, you get the answer, that is equal to 46. Now the difference between 40 and 45 is 5, and the frequency density has a value that is equal to 8.8. so you need to multiply 5 into 8.8, you get the answer, that is equal to 44. Now the difference between 45 and 50 is again 5. Now frequency density has a value of 7.8, so you need to write 7.8 over here, you get the answer, that is equal to 38. Okay, now the difference between 70 minus 50 is 20, and the frequency density has the value from the graph. We can see the value is 1.4, so you get the answer 20 into 1.4, that is equal to 28. So this is how we have completed the frequency table. We have used the formula, we multiply interval to frequency density to get the frequency. Okay, interval multiplied by frequency density, you get the frequency. Okay, moving to question number 3. Question number 3 is that complete the table for y is equal to 4 plus 2x minus x squared by 2. Okay, most of the values have been completed. First value we need to find, and the last value. When we substitute minus 2 over here, it would be 4 plus 2 minus 2, then minus 2 square by 2. You get the answer, that is equal to minus 2. Now now you need to put 6 value over here. Y is equal to 4 plus 2 into 6 minus 6 square divided by 2. You get the answer, that is equal to minus 2. So this is our answer. So we have completed the table. In both cases the value comes to -2. Okay, next part is draw the graph of y is equal to 4 plus 2x minus x square by 2. For minus 2 is less than or equal to x and x is less than or equal to 6. Okay, you need to plot the graph of here. Okay, the values over here you can see -2 and -2. Okay, at -2 the value is -2, so we're gonna start our graph from over here. Then at -1 the value is -1, the value is 1.5. So at -1 the value is 1.5. At 0 at -1 the value is 1.5. This would be over here. At 0 the value is 4. Okay, at 1 the value is 5.5. At 2 the value is 6. At 3 the value is 5.5. At 4 the value is 4. At 5 the value is 1.5. At 6 the value is -2. So this is our graph that we need to plot by freehand. We need to plot these values. You can use first pencil, so if you do mistakenly plot any wrong point, it would be easy for you to erase it, just like that. Okay, just like that you need to draw the smooth curve over here. Okay, part C, find the equation of the line of symmetry of y is equal to 4 plus 2x minus x square is equal to 2. You can see from the graph the line of symmetry is at this point. Okay, so you need to draw this line. So you need to write the equation of this line, that is x is equal to 2. You can write over here as well, that is x is equal to 2. Okay, moving to part D. On the grid, draw the line 3y is equal to x plus 6 minus 2 is less than or equal to x and x is less than or equal to 6. Okay, first you need to make y as a subject. This would be like that: y is equal to x by 3 plus 6 over 3, it would be plus 2. So its y-intercept would be equal to 2. So its y-intercept would be equal to 2. Okay, now if we substitute any two values to draw this line, if we substitute the value of 0, the answer would come at 2. Okay, if we substitute the value of 3 by 3 1, at point you can write it over here 0 or 2. Next substitute 3 by 3 would be 1 plus 2 would be 3. At 0 the value is 2 and at 3 the value is 3. At 3 the value is 3. So you can join these line to make, you can take any 2 points, it's your choice whatever you point take. So I have selected this point because these points are without the decimals. Now you need to join this line. Okay, now you get the accurate point. Okay, so this is the line that you are looking for, and this is the important point. Okay, write down the x coordinate of the point of intersection of the graph y is equal to y is equal to plus 2x minus x squared by 2. So you need to plot this. This would be like that. It is meeting at 0.9 minus 0.9, and this would be meeting at 4.25 or 4.3, you can say, or you can write 4.2. So it's your choice, 4.25 or 4.2. So minus 0.9 and 4.2, or you can write 4.3 or 2.5, and whatever the value comes through your graph. Okay, so this is how we have completed this question. Hopefully you have the understanding of this question. I try to explain and completely. Okay, moving to question number 4. Question number 4 is from the topic of sets. Universal set x is an integer, a 1 till 15, x is multiple of 3, x is a factor of 30. Write down the elements of a. The elements of a would be 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Okay, and factor of 30, you can write the factor of 30 over here. It would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and you don't need to write 30 because maximum limit is up till 15. Okay, B, for the B part, complete the Venn diagram. Okay, we can complete the Venn diagram easily. The same numbers would come over here, and 3 is common over here, and 6 and 15 are the common number over here. And for the A part, it would be 9 and 12. For the B part, it would be 1, 2, 5 and 10, and the remaining numbers would come in the universal set: 4, 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14. Okay, part C, x belongs to A union B complement. A union B complement means you first need to take A union B, then taking complement means all the elements would come except A and B elements. To find the smallest value of x, and outside it you can see the smallest value is 4. So the smallest value over here would be 4. Okay, I'm again repeating it. A union B means you have to take the union of both these sets, and complement means you have to take outside these boxes, this circle, and outside this circle the smallest value is 4. Next part is find n A intersection B complement. B complements mean you need to take all the elements except B, and taking with A intersection would be common over here. It would be 9 and 12. So it would be 9 and 12, or the number of elements would be 2. The elements would be 9 and 12, and number of elements are 2. So you can write 2 over here. Moving to question number 5. Question number 5 is that solve y over 4 is equal to 8. That would be equal to y is equal to 32. This was the simplest question of this paper. Okay, next part is again simple algebra. Minus 2x minus 4x is equal to 12 minus 3, that would be equal to minus 6x is equal to 9, and it would be x is equal to minus 9 by 6, that is equal to minus 3 by 2. So our answer would be minus 3 by 2, or you can write it minus 1.5 or minus 1 whole 1 by 2. For the B part, w is equal to 5x minus 6y. Find the value of w when 6.2, x is 6.2 and y is minus 1.8. So value would be, this value would be 31, then this value would be 10.8, and our answer would be 41.8. So our final answer would be 41.8. Okay, rearrange the formula to make x as a subject. W plus 6y is equal to 5x. So it would be w plus 6y divided by 5 is equal to x. So this is our w plus 6y over 5. So this is our answer. Moving to C part, factorize 15y minus x squared minus 3xy plus 5x. Okay, well, you need to factorize it. You can rearrange first 15y. Okay, 15y minus 3xy plus 5x minus x squared. Okay, now you can take common 3y, 5 minus x would remain, and you can take common over here. Okay, first you can write minus x squared plus 5x. You can write in the first step as well. Okay, after that 3y, 5 minus x, take common, and it would be x minus 5. So you can write over here 3y, 5 minus x, and change the sign over here and change their position to get the same value over here, 5 minus x, and it would be 3y plus x. So this would be our final answer, 5 minus x, 3y plus x. Okay, moving to its D part, write down a single fraction in the simplest form, 2 by x minus 3 minus 4 over x plus 3 plus 1. Okay, now you can take LCM 2 into x plus 3, then minus 4 into x minus 3, it would be and plus 1, x minus 3 and x plus 3, and it would be x minus 3 and x plus 3. Now open it, it would be 2x plus 6, then minus 4x plus 12, and it will be plus x square minus 9, and it would be x square minus 9. Now simplify, x square minus 2x plus 9 over x square minus 9. So this would be our final answer. This was a simple question of LCM. Moving to question number 6, that is from the topic of mensuration. Volume of sphere is given, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and the diagram shows a sphere inside a cube. The sphere touches all 6 faces of the cube. The volume of the cube is 343 centimeter cube. Calculate the volume of the sphere. This is very interesting question. So we know the formula for the volume of cube is L cube, and the volume of cube is given, that is 343. So take the cube root to find the L, and the L would be equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, it means this length whole is 7 and half of it would be radius. So R is equal to 7 by 2, and that is equal to 3.5 centimeter. Now we know the formula for the sphere, that is equal to V is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube. 4 by 3 pi, and R value is 3.5 cube. You get the answer, that is equal to 179.6 centimeter cube. So this would be your final answer for the volume. You can write in the answer space as well, or you can write 180 if you want. Okay, moving to B part. Solid A is mathematically similar to solid B. The volume of A solid is 540 and its height is 15 centimeter. The volume of solid B is 1280 centimeter cube. Calculate the height of the solid B. So it would be VA over VB, that is equal to LA over LB and Q. So the volume is given, that is 540, and over here the volume is 1280. The length is also given, 15 over LB. Now take the cube root. This is going to cancel with this, and this would be 3 by 4 is equal to 15 over LB. Okay, now you can cross multiply. Length of B is equal to 15 into 4 divided by 3. Simplify it further, it would be 20 centimeters. So our final answer for this part is 20 centimeter. Now moving to its C part. C part is that curved surface area of cone is pi RL. Okay, the diagram showed a solid formed by joining a cone to a cylinder. The cone and the cylinder each have a radius that is equal to 6.3 centimeter. The slant height of the cone is 8.7 centimeter. The ratio of the height of the cone and the height of the cylinder is 2:3. It means that if the cone has a height of ratio 2 and this has a ratio that is equal to 3. Okay, this right triangle we might be needed in future. Okay, calculate the total surface area of the solid. Okay, first we need to calculate the height of the cone. We can calculate it by applying Pythagoras theorem. It would be 8.7 square is equal to 6.3 square plus h square. To get the value of h square is equal to 8.7 square minus 6.3 square, and that is equal to 36. Take the square root, h is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay, now you need to calculate the height of the cylinder as well. You have been provided with their ratio. If two parts are showing 6, then one part is showing 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. Now we have to figure out what 3 parts would be, and then 3 parts would be 3 multiplied by 3. So the height of cylinder would be equal to 9, or height of cone is 6. So now you can calculate the total surface area. Okay, total surface area of the shape would be pi RL for the curve, area of cone, next pi r square, bottom of the cylinder is the square circular shape. and 2 pi RH for the curved surface of the cylinder. Now you need to substitute value of pi 6.3, value of L, then 8.7, then pi, then 6.3 square, then 2 pi R is 6.3, and the height of the cylinder is 9. Put this value in calculator and add them. It would be equal to 653 centimeter square. So this is how we have calculated the total surface area of the cylinder. This part is carrying 5 marks. Okay, moving to question number 7. Question number 7 is that ABCD is a parallelogram with sides AB and AB, BC, CD and DA. A is the point -3 and 7 and B is the point 2, 5. AD is equal to -1, -6. Find the coordinates of the point D. So we know that AD is equal to D minus A, or you can write OD minus OA. So OD would be equal to AD plus DA. Yeah, so AD plus OA. AD is given. AD is equal to -1 and -6, and OA is also given, that is -3 and 7. So you can add them. This would be -4 and 1. So the value of D is -4 and 1. Now you need to find the magnitude, that is AD. You can find the magnitude of AD by -1, applying the formula, that is equal to 37, and that is equal to 6.083, or you can write 6.1. So this would be your answer. Now for the C part is find AC. This is a very interesting part, and I tried to do it beforehand and try to make it as simply form as you can get. Okay, find AC. Now we know that we have the 3 points. I'm just drawing the diagram to show that this is a shape of parallelogram. A is equal to -3 and 7. B, we know that B is equal to 2 and 5, and I'm just drawing it to show you how I have calculated, and this value is -4 and 1. This is the value of D. Now you need to find the value of C, that is we don't know its coordinates, but we know that their height should be the same because these are the parallel. If -3, how we can get from -3 to -4? We can get from -3 to -4 by subtracting further -1. So you need to subtract 2 to -1 to get this value, and if you subtract 2 from -1, you get the x coordinate of this, and it would be 2 minus 1, that would be equal to 1. So this would be your first coordinate, that is equal to 1. How I have done it, I would again explain. First I had drawn it, then -3 to -4, I need to jump 1 point below. So 2 subtract 2 from this, we have to subtract -1, and when we subtract 2 from -1, we get the value 1. Now from 7 to 1, we need to jump 6 points. So from 5, we need to jump 6 points to get the value of 5. So 7 till 1, we need to jump 6. Then from 5, we need to jump 6 points down. So 5 minus 6, it would be -1. So this would be our second coordinate, -1. So this is how we have figured out the value of C. Now we can easily calculate AC. I'm repeating this y coordinate from 7 to 1, we need to jump 6 points, 6 points below. Now subtract this 0.5 to minus 6, you get the value that is equal to minus 1. Okay, now we have c coordinate. We can easily find the AC by applying this formula. AC is equal to OC minus OA, and OC, we just calculated the value of C, that is equal to minus 1, plus 1 and minus 1, and value of OA is given minus 3 and 7. Solve it, it would be 4 and minus 8. Okay, this is the most simplest and logical way you get the solution for this part. Okay, moving to ST part. Line L is perpendicular to AB that passes through D. Find the equation of the line. Okay, we know the AB has a coordinates, so first we need to find the gradient. It would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, so it would be 5 minus 7. It will be 5 minus 7 and 2 minus 3. This is how you will take 5. Okay, take 5 minus 7, y2 minus y1, then x2 minus x1. Okay, you get the value that is equal to minus 2 by 5. Now the perpendicular gradient will be reciprocal of it, so 5 by 2, and by multiplying it minus 1. Now you need to put in this equation y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1 to find the equation. So at D point, that point D is y minus 1, which minus 4 and 1 is the D point, minus 4 and 1. So I am substituting over here 5 over 2 x minus plus 4. So it would be 5 is equal to 5x by 2, then plus 4 by 4 into 5 by 2 plus 1. So this would be 5x by 2 plus 20 by 2 or 1, it would be plus 11. So this would be our final equation, 5x by 2 plus 11. Okay, moving to question number 8. Question number 8 is from the topic of trigonometry, kinematics, and you can say bearing as well. Multiple concepts have been used. Okay, moving to question number 8. ABCD is a field. AB is 320 meter, BC is 250 meter, CD is 132 meter, and AD is 365 meter. Angle BCD is 90 degree. Ray walks from A to B at an average speed of 1.6 meter per second. A to B, the speed is 1.6 meter per second. Okay, he then runs from B to C, then average speed is 2.8 meter per second. Okay, calculate Ray's average speed from A to B, then B to C, and A to B or B to C. First we need to calculate the time for these, because average speed has a formula of total distance over total time. So first we need to calculate the time for over here. Time has a formula of that is equal to distance over speed. Distance over here is 320 and speed over here is 1.6. You get the value that is 200 seconds. For T2, the distance is 250 and the speed is 2.8. You get the value that is equal to 89.3 seconds. So the total time would be 289. Okay, now you need to apply the formula. Average distance, average speed, that is equal to total distance over total time. Total distance over here is 320 plus 250, and total time is over here is 200 plus 89.3. You get the answer that is equal to 1.97 meter per second. So this is your final answer. Okay. Moving to B part, the bearing of D from A is 243 degree. Okay. Calculate the bearing of B from A. Okay, we need to calculate the bearing of B from A. I will use this diagram to explain it to you. Okay. Okay. The bearing A from D is 243 degree. So this is 243 degree. Okay. We need to find the bearing of B from A. It means we need to calculate this angle. We can calculate this angle by calculating this angle. And how we can calculate this angle? By applying actually cosine rule to get the value. But before applying the cosine rule, we need to find the one side BD as well. How we can find the BD value? By applying Pythagoras theorem. So okay, over here I will be showing BD is equal to. So first we have to find the BD value by applying the Pythagoras theorem. It would be equal to BD square is equal to 250 square plus 132 square. Okay. After solving, you get the value of BD, that is equal to 283. Okay. Now you can apply the formula to calculate the value of this angle. We have this value. You can calculate by applying this formula. Okay, to find the value of this. After you get the value, you can subtract it from 243 to get the bearing of that one. Okay, so we're gonna subtract it. First we have to apply the cosine rule. We can apply the cos angle A formula, that is equal to 320 square plus 365 square minus 283 square, that is equal to 2 into 320 and 365, and you get the value of it 0.6658. Now take the cos inverse of this 0.6658. You get the value that is equal to 48.3 degree. Now for calculating the bearing, you need to subtract 243 minus 48.3. You get the value 194.7 degree, or you can write 195 degree. It would be considered correct as well. So first we have calculated this value. Before that we calculated BD value. To get to apply the cosine rule, you get this value. Now subtract 243. Okay, 243 from this to get the bearing, that is equal to 197.7. okay, 194.7. okay, so this was trigonometry and bearing part. Moving to our next question number 9. Question number 9 is that ABD is a triangle, C is a point on BD, and E is a point on AD. C is parallel to EC and CD is equal to DC. Find the value of X and the value of Y. This is the angles property that we're gonna use it. We know first we have to find the value of Y. Okay, we know that these two lines are parallel, so I will extend this line to get this value by subtracting it. 180 minus 54, you get the answer, that is equal to 126. Now this whole angle would be equal to 126. So you can subtract 126 minus 28 to get the value of 8. X 126 minus 28, you can get the value of x, that would be equal to 98. Now you need to find the value of y. We know that in this ECD is a isosceles triangle. It means you can, if this is 54, this angle would be 54, and if this is 54, this angle would also be 54. So you can add them, y plus 54 plus 54, that is equal to 180 degree. Then y is equal to 180 minus 108, you get the answer, that is 72 degrees. So y is equal to 72, then x is equal to 98 degree. So this is how we have calculated those angle values, moving to 98 and 72. Moving to question number B. Question number B is that PQR is a triangle. P and R on the point on the circle. O is a point on Q. PQ, QR is a tangent to a circle at R. QR is equal to 12 centimeter and RPQ is equal to 35 degree. Calculate the area of triangle PQR. Okay, for finding the area of triangle, we can apply the formula 1/2, this side over this side, and with the sine angle of this. So how can we find this? First we have to calculate the value of this line, that is PQ. How we can calculate? If we draw this line, this would be 90 degree, and OR and RPR would be equal because they are radius. It means this is tangent, isosceles triangle, and this would be 35 degree. And if this is 35 plus 35, this is 70, this would be 110. And we know that this angle is 90 degree, and this whole angle would be equal to 120 degree. Okay, and this is 110 degree, this would be 70 degree, then 90 plus 70, this would be 20 degree. Now you need to find the length of PQ. How you can? By applying the sine rule. It would be PQ over sine 125. This whole angle would be 125 by 90 plus 35, sine 125, and it would be 12 over sine 35. So this would be PQ is equal to 12 sine 125 divided by sine 35. So you get the answer, that is equal to 17.14 centimeter. Now you can calculate the area, that is equal to 1/2 12 into 17.14 into sine 20. So this would be equal to 35.2 centimeter square. So this was our final answer of this shape. Moving to question number 10. Question number 10 is that bag A contains red balls and green balls. The total number of balls in the bag is X. The number of green balls in the bag 6 is more than that the number of red balls. Show that the fraction of the red ball in the bag is, show that the fraction of the balls in the bag A that are red is, sorry, you can't see the question. Now you can see, that is x minus 6 over 2x. Okay. First we know that the total number of balls are x. So green plus red is equal to x. And we know that if red balls are B balls, then it would be 6 plus B, and that is equal to x. And you can calculate this. It would be 2b plus 6 is equal to x, and this would be equal to 2b is equal to x minus 6, then b is equal to x minus 6 by 2. So this is the value of red ball. Okay, but you need to find the fraction of it. How can you find the fraction of it? The total number was x, so you need to divide it by x, so you get the value that is x minus 6 over 2x. Hence we have shown our answer. Okay, so this was a tricky question, I must say. And bag B also contains red balls and green ball. The number of red balls in bag B is x. The number of green balls in bag B is 4 times the number of green balls in bag A. Show that the fraction of the balls in the bag B are that are red is x over 3x plus 12. So we know that total balls is equal to red plus green, and red ball this time is x and green ball is 4 times the number of green balls in bag A, and green balls in the bag A was 6 plus B. And we have calculated the value of B in the previous part. We just need to substitute over here x minus 6 over 2. So you can simplify x plus 4, 12 plus x minus 6 over 2. You can cancel 2 with 2. And it would be x plus 2 into 6 plus x. Now this would be equal to x plus 12 plus 2x, and this is equal to 3x plus 12. Now you need to take the fraction of bag B, that R is red, and red balls were x and total numbers are 3x plus, so divide x over 3x plus 12, you get the fraction of it. So this would be your final answer, and we have shown. Okay, moving to its part C, that is from the topic of algebra. Show that x squared minus 6x minus 12, you need to cross multiply it. X minus 6, 3x plus 12, x into 2x. You get the value that is equal to 3x squared minus 18x plus 12x minus 72 is equal to 2x squared. And you get the value x squared minus 6x minus 72 equal to 0. Hence it is shown. Okay, solve by factorization. X squared minus 6x minus 72. Now you need to midterm make or apply the quadratic. I will apply the midterm. Two numbers that are multiply should have the answer of minus 72, and their sum should be equal to minus 6. So these numbers would be x minus 12x plus 6x minus 72 equal to 0. Take x common, it would be x minus 12, then plus 6, it would be x minus 12 equal to 0. It would be x minus 12 and x plus 6 equal to 0. X is equal to 12 and x is equal to minus 6. So x is equal to 12 and x is equal to minus 6. It would be our final answer. Part E is that x is the total number of balls in bag A. Use your answer to part D, that is 12, because we can't use the value negative value in bag A to determine the find the green ball in the bag A. So we know that x minus 6 over 2, then apply the formula 12 minus 6. This is how we have calculated the B value in the first part, and it would be 12 minus x by 2, it would be 3. Now for the green balls, this was for the red balls, and for the green balls it has 6 values more, so 6 plus 3 it is 9. So 9 is our final answer. Moving to question number 11, last question of this paper. Mia has 25 shapes. Okay, she uses their property to sort them into the groups: line symmetry, triangle, quadrilateral. Okay, Mia takes one of the triangle at random, notes its property and replaces it. Find the probability that it has line symmetry. And line symmetry for the triangle is 4, and the total number for the triangles is 9. 4 plus 5, that is equal to 9. So our probability is 4 by 9. Now for the B part, it is equal to Mia takes one of the 25 shapes at random, note its properties and replaces it. Then it takes a second shape and replaces it. So the total value of it 9 and 16, then total shapes are 25 shapes. Okay. Let's find the probability that shapes are correlated. The chances of the correlated shapes are 16 by 25 first time, and the second chance would be the same because it replaces it. So 16 by 25, 16 by 25, you get the answer that is equal to 256 over 625. This is your final answer. Okay, moving to last part of last question. Mia takes 3 of the 25 shapes at random without replacement. Find the probability that only one of the shape is triangle with the line of symmetry. We know that triangle were total 4 and at start total shapes are 25. But one shape should have the line of symmetry and all others should not. Then the second pick should have the value of 21 because other shapes are 21, but total value would be less because they are not replaced. And other shape would also be 20 because now the one shape is picked other than triangle and the line of symmetry, and this would be equal to 23 because this was the third pick. Now this combination can be arranged in any form. This number could come here, this number could come here, so it means there are 3 more combinations like that. So you have to multiply it by 3. So 5040 over 13800. Simplify it, 42115. This is your final answer of this question. So hopefully you had the understanding of this paper after watching this video. If you still have queries related to this paper, you can ask in the comment section. Do like this video and share with your friends and community, and keep supporting this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.